Hi, darling.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
You look pretty.
So do you.
And
so does Spinny.
so does Spinny. Oh,
So should we just do a quick acknowledgement of the fact that we're actually recording video? Because when we did the last one, we just suddenly put it up on YouTube
We didn't
and
acknowledge
didn't
it.
discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
here we are.
here we are. We just wanted to give doing videos a go and see how you guys liked it. Turns out it's done well. We're really happy. So we're going to continue posting on YouTube as much as we can. Hopefully every single time.
Yeah.
Obviously a lot more work than just sitting in bed doing bedcasts. But thanks to everyone and all our new listeners as well. I think we've got a few more new listeners. And I guess, should we do a quick introduction for people that haven't...
Sure.
that are quite new to us on YouTube?
She didn't prepare me for this.
Sorry, I didn't prepare. Yeah, but I think I'm glad I didn't because otherwise I think it might have overwhelmed you slightly.
Fair enough.
Right, so I'm Daisy.
I'm Daisy.
And this is our dog Spinach. Don't know if you can see him. He's very sleepy.
He's a dreamy
he's
little
popped his head up in the perfect little way, but I don't know if you can see that. But anyway,
naughty dreamy prince.
he's gorgeous. He's a Bedlington Whippet. We live in rural Wales.
Yeah. Who expected that?
Who expected
Not
that?
you.
Did we say we're a couple?
Nah, but
We're a couple. We're lesbians. Which is famously how we got our other lesbian friends here when we were out for dinner.
which ones?
Oh,
That's
that's
about
true.
50.
Our gorgeous friends Beth and Laura.
Yeah.
We saw them in the one good restaurant in town.
In town. Sorry, St David's.
Sorry, but
But
there's
it is.
only one. And I said, we're lesbians too. And then the rest is history.
That's all you need to create a lifelong bond.
It is. It's true.
It's a real lesbian stronghold here. There's a lot of walking trousers, walking boots, couples who haven't necessarily had kids with little short grey haircuts doing their...
I thought you were going to say little short grey chihuahuas. Little short grey scraggly dogs. We actually... There's a lot of short grey scraggly dogs. I know he's brown, but he's got a lot of grey in there as well.
Talking of lesbians, we were looking out the window this morning and there's a river going through our garden.
Yeah.
Heaven.
Smug.
There's some ducks who've moved into it. We've spoken about the ducks before.
Yeah.
But I was just like brushing my teeth looking at them through the window going, they really look in love. I guess they are in love. And then we were imagining the voices for the ducks and then we decided that they were both queer. Obviously.
They have to be queer.
That's why they were drawn here.
Yeah, obviously. And I said, do you think they love this place as much as we do? And you were like, yeah, darling. They're very adorable.
So that's us.
Yeah.
We love talking. We love watching telly. We love talking about telly.
It all started with MAFS
It did.
and it's gone from there.
It has.
But right now we're still focusing on MAFS. We're on MAFS UK.
But we're at the end.
Yeah,
Which is
the final week.
Sad, but also exciting because it means more telly to talk about.
Yeah, and also get these ones off my telly.
I wasn't going to say, but bloody hell. It's been a rough season.
It has been a rough season. I feel for the producers. I don't know how they managed to get that many to Final Vows.
I know. Weirdly, it was the least kind of adrenalized episode
I think
ever.
it's because as we've spoken about in previous episodes, they've changed the production company, so the music that they're using isn't as like actually the music is shit, basically. Yeah. That's as simple as I can.
The music is bad.
Also, because they had so few people, they just like shoved everyone into one Final Vows episode.
That's so true. They usually stretch it over two, but I was glad it was only one.
Me too. It was an hour and a half still.
Long enough.
Yeah.
So the Final Vows didn't feel too heart racy.
No.
But the dinner party was quite dramatic.
Yeah, it was.
Should we quickly touch on that before we talk about?
Definitely. All I can see from this dinner party in my mind's eye is Adam puffing on that vape saying, I'm not a narcissist. Like, oh my God. He was off his tits, wasn't he?
Oh my God.
Too many vodka Red Bulls for you, my love.
He really was. Started going like this.
Too many Proseccis for you, my love.
It's a horrible word. Can't believe you call me a narcissist.
I think he thinks it means something else.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like how people react when people call people bullies.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm not a bully.
Yeah.
But they can call them a cunt and it's fine. Which
Which he
we
did.
saw later in the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe he does know what it... Well, he doesn't know how to say it, so that would indicate maybe he doesn't know what it means. But because there was something else that he got really upset about on a previous episode that was similar, like her saying that he was selfish or something, and that really pissed him off.
Yeah.
And he, like... I mean, if you don't want people to think you're selfish, then maybe don't go around saying, can't give compliments, never have, never will.
Yeah. That's so true.
It's not
That's a
adding
really good point.
And look, I feel like I need to say,
Yeah.
I'm not like on Polly's side per se.
No. But yes.
Both sides are real shitty in this situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like she comes out more explosively, more aggressively, but he winds her up more actively.
I have sympathy for her because he's so infuriating. Like,
so infuriating.
She just doesn't know how to get his attention, and that's why she does these mad things.
Yeah.
Because it makes him show vulnerability, and she gets to see something in it rather than just being a brick wall.
Yeah. The way he thinks, and everyone seems to think it's okay for him to sit there and be like, if you're moaning all day, why would I want to come home and fuck you? And he can say things like that, and everyone just sits there
And just goes, yeah.
But then when she calls him a narcissist,
and all the boys run
everyone,
after
including
him.
the experts, are outraged.
I don't even remember what the expert...
Paul was like, he's not that's just not true. He's not a narcissist.
Paul, you've not been impressing me this season, me love.
What about it not being true that she's undesirable? You know, like...
Yeah.
He's allowed to just repeatedly say that she's undesirable.
You're so right,
and
darling.
she doesn't look the most desirable when she's, you know, going, you're a fucking cunt. But, you know...
and you're pissing me off. Yeah. But, like,
she's
why
so
was
EastEnders.
She is so EastEnders.
Love it.
Why was he trying to prove that he hasn't done anything with her lately? Like, he kept being like, that's not true. When she was like, we've had sex. That's not true. You've been touching my bum. That's not true.
Yeah,
I was picking up a hair off your bum.
If you're...
What?
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself. You're saying, I'm making effort, but no, I didn't flirt with you or kiss you or do anything.
Yeah, and he was like looking at her like so disgusted, being like, we've had sex like 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times is
He
a
seemed
lot of times to have sex with someone, actually.
It probably in like 2.5 weeks, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And that was 3 times since the honeymoon when we know that they had
really?
sex as well. So
yeah, and him just being like, why are you begging it from me? If I'm so awful, why do you want to fuck me?
that was horrible.
I don't think she does anymore. She still does, that's the problem. But
you can see why she was driven mad, because he kept staying, which is what she tried to say in the final vows, but then was acting like the idea that he might even want to flirt with her was like so outrageously embarrassing, basically.
yeah.
And it's like, you've put your willy in her.
Yeah.
So don't now act like it's mortifying for anyone to even imagine that he would want to flirt with her or anything like that. Like, it obviously makes her just feel so shit.
Yeah. And
But then-
he said yes every single week. What is he doing there? Your mum was saying he wants to be a famous barber. Not sure, but probably. Because like, why else?
Yeah.
He doesn't even like her.
Yeah,
Why has he stayed?
Yeah. And the whole argument like sprung up because of this is why it's annoying, because he's a classic one that makes the girl and everyone else forget where the drama like came from, because she was like ready to go because all the girls had told her how much she had compromised for him. He just switched that all back on her.
Yeah.
What about what I've done? What about what I've sacrificed?
Yeah.
Not sure you've sacrificed loads. You've just got your willy wet and sat there and not really done anything.
Yeah.
Got your willy wet.
Oh, hideous. Absolutely hideous.
Why do those things come out of my mouth? Where was I going with that?
I don't know, but I was just thinking about, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
The way he
The
makes
willy wet.
everyone forget. So there was that.
Yes.
And then there was the Amy knickers and bra situation.
Yeah.
That Amy told
Polly wasn't even going in with this information.
Yeah.
And this was enough to like cause enough of a scene.
Yeah, this was what triggered the big argument. And then he thought it was a good defence to be like, wait, no, I just said she wanted to buy the same pair of underwear as you. So why don't you both stand there and I'll say who's sexiest? Like, that was a good defence. He says all of these things and then she gets so angry and vile and it's really horrible that everybody forgets that why she's angry.
Yeah, because her anger is like quite overpowering and intense.
Yeah.
That everyone, and that's why we have sympathy for her.
Yeah.
Because she struggles, as we know, she's ADHD and emotional regulation is not one of the pinnacles of ADHD.
And it would have been interesting to talk about that on this show because we had a lot of Nathan and his communication struggles and his distractibility. And I think I didn't know about the emotional regulation thing.
Until when? Until when?
Nothing. But it is interesting, isn't it? It would have been interesting for her. I don't even know if she knows it about herself.
Yeah,
but
and it would have been interesting for the experts to like talk about that and say to Adam, could you maybe have a bit of sympathy and also stop being an asshole?
Yeah. Him saying, why do you want to be with me then? Why do you want to be with me? Like doing a horrible thing that makes her say, you're such a prick. And then if he's like, if I'm such a prick, why do you want to be with me? That's such an annoying like mind trap.
It also has just reminded me of like when my mum used to be like, oh, I'm such a horrible mum.
Oh.
And I'd be like, oh, for God's sake.
Oh, that's a good card to pull out.
Yeah.
Like, in arguments.
Oh, I'm such a horrible mother, aren't I? And I'd be like, oh, well, that's me lost then.
Yeah, you can't be
do
like,
anything about
yes.
that. Yes, you are a horrible mother. No, I'm like, fine. No, don't worry, mummy. I have to be like, mummy likey. To like bloody Lacey and her weird sister. Anyway, that's enough of my trauma.
My mum's equivalent was, don't you know I love you?
Oh, I'm not showing it in a funny way, Serena. That is quite cute though.
Yeah. Both an overwhelming slap of love.
Yeah, and you're like, oh
no.
Oh, okay.
I love you too, so
why are we arguing then?
Over now.
Yeah. You won, I suppose. Checkmate, methinks. So, odds on Amy and Adam being together.
You're kidding.
Why not?
Well, I actually see what you're saying because their breakup felt so much like just another day in their relationship. Like she came with
Luke and Amy's breakup.
Sorry, I was thinking about Adam and Polly still. I thought you were saying they might be together.
No,
and then I was building an argument and hear me out. She came in with her whole thing of I deserve better than you, you're a shit, blah 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 blah. Delivered it, but then fell straight back into their old bickering, as he says.
And like the whole point of the final vows is that you say your vows and then you depart. Not have another. I don't want to see them have the same argument again. And he didn't even say his vows. I'm also kind of annoyed that you can tell that in these situations, usually the producers put the person who they think is gonna more likely to stay. They put them first.
Yeah.
But I'm like, are you reading the vows? Because we know that Polly was going to, or Adam would have gone off on one, depending on what Polly said. So I just find it annoying that I didn't get to hear what Adam's vows were, basically.
I wanted to hear it as well, but it would have been probably horrible.
Yeah. But I still want to hear it.
Yeah.
The whole show's horrible.
I wonder if he'd gone first and said he wanted to stay, would she have suddenly
that's my thought.
I was glad that that finally got to that point with the nurture of her best friend who we ended up loving.
Yeah.
And I'm glad also that her mum, that was nice that her mum was like, no, you shouldn't be defending this man.
Yeah, and it's frustrating that she couldn't tell them the truth until Adam wasn't there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I understand why, but yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that it took that long for them to get there, basically.
Oh,
and then I couldn't believe that Polly then said, I haven't had a chance to say everything I wanted to say. Really? Really?
What What else
Can't
is there?
wait for tonight then.
Oh, God.
Jesus. It's going to be fucked.
His waiter outfit
I
without
know,
his jacket
with
on.
an egg up his bum as he was walking along. Like,
Egg up his bum, acorn on his head.
acorn
Sweaty
on his
armpits.
head, painted on his head. Yeah, sweaty armpits. Did he have sweaty armpits?
Oh, I'm just surely
Yeah,
that wasn't a breathable
all of those
shirt.
things. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And I was
It wasn't a breathable shirt.
as a redhead, as a fellow ginge, I was very invested in like watching her nervous skin throughout the series.
And
There was a lot of it on the final vows. I don't
That's
want
funny
to
because-
shame.
No,
I just
you're-
because she does a bit of tanning on the face, but
Yeah.
then the arms were out and there was some red. I was like, oh, babes.
does the red spread to the arms? Does the red
it
spread?
can. The chest and arms can be
It's
a
funny
nervous
because I just didn't.
display.
You obviously have a sympathy for that because an empathy.
Yeah.
Because it's something you suffer with personally, but I didn't notice it at all.
She looked a bit blotchy, which
Yeah.
indicated like panic to me.
Yeah.
She looked good in that dress. It was better than her
Yeah.
first wedding dress. I mean, ridiculous thing to wear.
I can't remember what her
To a
first
breakup.
wedding dress was.
Don't know, just not as good. Talking of which, when they did the flashback to Lacey and Nathan's, Lacey looked terrible on her wedding day, I thought. It's that hair that they do to them.
I still can't remember what that
The
was.
Ironed,
Yeah.
put in 3 waves. I don't know, put in 3 waves. That sounds like
There's
such a
been some
lesbian.
pretty bad hair.
Yeah.
Amy's hair, when she has like half of her hair just down at the front. What's that all about?
Oh my
Put
god.
2
Reality
little
TV
bits,
these
if anything,
days.
but like half her hair.
So much of reality TV is just watching girls go like this.
Yeah, no, but they don't even touch it. Yeah, that's it.
If they do touch it, it's with one finger.
And also, can you
Looks fucking exhausting.
can you also do the lips thing?
What the? Yeah, it's like there's something about blown up lips that must make them stick to your teeth or something, because the people are constantly trying to touch themselves.
Maybe they
without
just don't know
touching
what
themselves.
their lip looks like because they can't feel it. It's all numbs. They don't know what it's looking like, basically.
Before we move on to Amy and Luke's,
Freudian slip.
I know. Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Can we just touch on Amy's funny vibes with Adam and saying "love you" to him at the dinner party? And
Love you, and then him saying, "Amy, sort her out."
Yep. And what was worst of all, I think, you come with me. You listen to me, don't you? In front of everyone. Do you remember
I think they might have made out
Well,
at some point.
I feel
don't know
like-
when.
yeah, I feel like she'd be more comfortable with a sort of man that's way beneath her league, who would just sort of follow her around and do whatever she says and be quiet.
And I think he would do all of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Luke she's so creeped out by him. And also, we obviously know that they said no. Well, she said no. So, yeah, I have a sneaky feeling that they could come together in the reunion or something.
Do you think? I don't think she'll ever openly have a relationship with him again, but I think she could have gone off and had one more for the road, baby.
You think?
Yeah, and then he's going to blurt it out if that's the case.
Oh, God.
We got caught up in a whirlwind of passion. Amy came knocking on my door. I had to deliver.
Wait.
What? What?
Whose voice are you doing?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm talking about Adam.
Oh.
Why do you keep talking about Luke? I keep thinking we keep talking about Adam and Amy, and you just keep talking about the person that they're with. We've literally just had a conversation for 2 minutes.
No, we talked about...
Thing.
God, you look so angry at me. We talked about Amy and Adam, and then I thought we were talking about whether Amy and Luke would have got together. No.
I'm still talking about Amy and Adam.
Well, we were a couple when this episode began. I'm a single man.
Sorry, I just wanted to... I kind of wanted to know what it would feel like to fling it like Amy did.
That ring has been really going through the ringer this week.
It's been through the washing machine.
Yep. I was hanging up the washing. Something went clonk on the floor. I thought, it's a bit weird. There it was.
There it was.
Lying there. Discarded.
Well, you didn't look for it. I found it on the floor. I heard a clonk, but I'm not going to do anything. Anyway, sorry, I was just being silly because I wanted to feel what it feels like. Tell the people what you did to yours.
I didn't do anything to it. I thought I'd lost it and I hadn't.
I didn't want to be the only bad one, sorry.
Anyway.
Can you pass it back to me? Please.
There you go, my love.
Thanks, darling. Sorry, I was just being silly.
Okay, sorry that I was talking about the opposite person of you that whole time.
I'm sorry that I got annoyed about it.
Bit fun for the listeners. Guess who we're talking about?
Yeah, we don't even know.
You can't tell?
Yeah, we don't even know who we're talking about. So should we talk about Amy and Luke then?
Oh, yeah. I mean, haven't we already? I thought we had.
Yeah, I guess.
No, yeah.
But I just like,
What
I mean,
else
I've
have
only
you
got a
got?
couple of comments, but more like when Luke referred to himself as the Mediterranean Prince Charming, which I thought was really good.
His speech was definitely taken off of like those e-cards that people used to send in the early days of the internet. Did you ever send those?
No.
Oh, where it was like,
Did you send them
friend.
to Fern or something?
I think me and Sanchia used to send them to each
okay.
other. To Fern. She wouldn't have known how to use it.
Fern is Daisy's granny.
And there would be like a swinging empty and then a swinging with a child on it or something. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No. Well, I do. I can
Because-
imagine what you're talking about, but I'm like, why were you sending them to each other?
I don't, because the internet, fun.
Yeah.
You gotta explore the virtual world.
Yeah, they weren't very imaginative with the start, were they?
No.
Yeah.
That and the websites where you could go and watch jokes.
Did you ever play Star Doll?
No, what's that?
You dress up like Barbie doll things.
That's very you.
But you could pick different celebrities and dress them up in their clothes. I loved it.
You're very good. I was watching Do Your Boobs Hang Low Today? What will do it, bro? Can you tie a minute up? And then it had a little animation.
Well, I watched that as well.
Anyway,
And
these
that one Harry
cards-
Potter one. Sorry.
It was
Anyway.
basically Moonpig on the internet that you
Yes.
could, and it was like, wow, I got a card on an email.
Yeah.
He got his final vows off those. It was all like, one day there was only one pair of footprints in the sand. Now there's going to be two pairs of footprints standing next to each other in the sand. I'm like, what? I feel like I've heard that before, but not said like that.
Because no one's ever said that because that's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah.
I wanted to quickly refer back to something because I watched Gogglebox on Friday and they were watching Amy and Luke's homestay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd missed this when we were watching it, but he said, even liars deserve love. I was just like... And then that's
that time working at that prison, he's
Yeah.
really learned how to advocate for people.
true, actually. I think he's taken that to be his whole personality now, that he's a liar.
Yeah.
And like in the final vows, he was like really being like, I made some mistakes. I'm a liar, but I like her.
I want to know more about compulsive liars. Like, is it a thing that people get diagnosed with? Adam Buxton is interviewing someone this week who has written a book called Sociopath, and they are a diagnosed sociopath.
Oh God,
It's interesting.
we should listen.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
But I think the whole point is that it's like not actually scary.
Sorry, don't want
Respect
to. I
to
don't.
sociopaths.
Yeah, respectfully
Please don't come and find us.
don't come and find
We
us,
live
sociopath.
very
But
far away.
respectfully, we're not scared.
No, we love you.
No, we're removing the stigma from sociopath, I suppose.
Yes, but I wonder
Single-handedly.
if compulsive lying is like one of the symptoms that might
If I
go
compulsive lying.
If a compulsive lying is sociopathic.
See. Allora. Amy's funeral outfit then. Dead. Deceased. I wore black to mourn its death. R.I.P. That was like year 9 drama class.
But it just was funny because Luke is too dim to... how could you not know what was about to happen to you when
Yeah.
you saw that fancy dress coming at you?
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, wonderful, you look so attractive.
She made it so Halloween shit.
Yeah, it was so obvious that he was about to get dumped.
it didn't click in my mind for some reason.
You were just distracted.
I was like, why is she wearing a fascinator? I was like,
Because
maybe-
also no one would actually wear that to a
unless you're on Selling
funeral.
Sunset going to a dog funeral.
Selling Sunset. I was going to say Succession, but no, they've got too much money. This is
They've got way
No
too much
way.
money to dress up that trashily.
Thank God that they split up. What a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
Goodbye, the end.
Goodbye, the end. R.I.P.
He could have picked someone up, though, from the cast and be shagging them now.
Yeah.
In the reunion. We purposely, by the way, did not watch the
Preview
of the reunion because it distracts
They give
you.
the whole episode away, essentially.
Yeah, we want to go in
Essentially.
fresh.
Yeah. Fresh, baby. I didn't like that I said essentially. I keep saying literally and essentially.
You know what? I used to be one of those ones that was like, it's not literally, is it? But then I thought, words are fun. Words are flexible. It's a bit fun. It's a bit camp that we say literally when we mean not literally. Just lean into it.
Okay, I'll be gay.
Yeah.
I like it. Thanks, darling.
Should we talk about Sacha and
Yeah.
Ross?
Yeah. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by this.
I think they're going to get into a very codependent situation, and the only thing that might blow it all up is his kid, and I kind of hope it does, because I feel
Yeah, it should.
very although we've been going on about how close Manchester and
Walsall
are to each other, it's quite a long way for baby legs to walk.
It is. Yeah.
You know, well, she just wants to go around for a cup of tea
Yeah.
to her dad's house.
Yeah.
That's silly. He'll just drive there. But you know what I mean? It was not a long way for Sacha to go, and it is a long way for his baby to go.
Yeah.
And I just think they could have just fucking lived in their houses for a bit and worked it out.
Yeah, you don't have to move in together immediately.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess he probably doesn't have full-time custody of Bleh. But
Yeah.
I hope he puts in the proper effort.
It probably, yeah, it can probably work fine, but I'm just like, do you want to live in Walsall in that house?
Do you want to live in Walsall in that house with
With
those fat
those-
cats?
Parents-in-law?
They don't live together, I don't think.
Oh, well, I'm
Thank
sure they're
God.
around a lot.
Obviously.
Sasha needs to get a leg wrap.
I think part of the issue is that obviously I think her parents were scared. Obviously, that's another one. It's not obvious.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Don't be so hard on yourself, girl. Darling, hold my hand.
Okay, now you be hard on yourself.
Can't remember what I was going I think her parents wanted her to stay because they were concerned about Josh. Fuck's sake. What's his name? Sean?
Ross.
They were concerned about Ross's temper, which I think is reasonable.
Yes, sorry, I forgot about that
element. Yeah, I think we both
I'm not
did.
like he's innocent and wonderful. I'm just
Yeah.
like, is he doing this because he wants to or because she runs around weeping when...
Well, it's absolutely infuriating that she said she was going to move to Manchester first. But then I think the fact that she doesn't want to move there anymore shows that there's something wrong with the relationship because she changed her mind. I'm like, there's something you didn't realise about him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd still be comfortable doing it. If you're not comfortable with moving in with him, then... there's
Okay.
something you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. So maybe it's safer, it's less of a risk for her to not give up everything than it is for him because she's the girly
Yeah.
and he's got a temper and that's a bit
Yeah.
worrying.
But I mean, either way, wherever they live, he's going to have a temper. So,
yeah, but she's nearer her support network.
yeah.
I don't know. It just the fact that she went off. He started giving his final vows. She went off and wept so loudly because she'd had a look at his vows, but just hadn't read far enough along them
Yeah.
to see that he was about to say that he was going to move. She read one page and then went off and wept.
Yeah.
And she didn't need to do it at all.
Yeah.
They must enjoy the drama.
Surely. That was a bit silly.
Yeah. But I can see they have
I
a real
wish them well.
connection.
Yeah. I do think I believe them when they say they're in love.
They have they're good. The good bits of their relationship do seem to be good.
Yeah.
And I really liked that she signed her vows. That was
lovely.
really nice. Really thoughtful. They were long as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like one bit.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
I agree.
He really looked emotional and like he appreciated it.
Yeah, I think he did.
Lacey and Nathan.
Yeah.
I really like them together.
Me too. I think they're great. And Nathan cares about her so much. Like, he was putting so much effort into the vows.
He put so much effort in. They
He
were
was
way
so
better than
nervous.
hers.
Way better than hers.
They were really long.
Yeah.
He really said a few reasons why he loved her.
Yeah.
He talked about the journey. He talked about his challenges. Oh my God. And I just thought it was the first relationship that felt real in the whole bloody show, actually.
Yeah.
Just seeing them like both cry at moments when there wasn't really anything like to cry at, just because they were standing opposite each other.
Yeah, he couldn't believe how emotional he got.
Yeah.
It was adorable.
We know what that feels like, don't we?
Definitely.
Usually when we're watching like, I don't know, some stupid film. What's a film that's made us look at each other and cry?
Up.
Oh yeah.
Or when we watched the zombie one.
Zombie one. Oh,
The zombie TV
Last of
show.
Us.
Yeah. The gay one. We were like,
oh my God. And then we just look at each other like,
Also, when Nathan and Lacey are talking to each other, we look at each other and cry, basically.
yeah. So it was lovely. It was lovely to see that.
Yeah.
My mum texted and was like, she never really talks about what she likes about him, does she? It's all about, I hope he can tell me how much he loves me, which is true. But I don't know. I still believe that
She did say,
feels,
he's everything I wanted.
yeah, and she feels safe. She feels safe with him.
Yeah.
You make me feel so safe. I like it when she gets a bit angry, like she did at the dinner party on Polly's behalf.
Yes, I really liked that as well.
It's got impact. As I'm sure Mummy Likey also has impact when she goes off on one. What was it that you said when we were watching last night?
I don't know if I can say it. Well, because both the mum and the sister said, we really like him. Yeah, we really like him. And I don't think I can say it. Some things just have to be kept sacred. Subscribe to our Patreon now.
Good luck to Nathan getting absorbed by that Venus flytrap of a family, but
That is a good description of them.
I think he's going willingly. Oh,
Willingly.
here we go.
Yeah, no, I think he is. I think he likes them. I'd like to see how Nathan's family find Lacey and if they like her. And
We didn't see, did we?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But one big shock of the episode,
What was it?
Lacey's got the flappy trousers as well.
Oh,
What's
my
going on?
God, guys.
Sisterhood of the Travelling Flaps. Now that might have
Title
been
of
a
it.
film I'd like to see. Sorry, that's horrible.
You didn't expect that to come out of your mouth. As soon as you said it, you were like, that was
Get
funny.
rid.
It's staying in. I'm in charge.
Yeah, what the hell's that about? Who decided that this was the fashion item of the season?
Not me. I'll tell you that. I
Not
don't think
me
anyone
either.
else, actually. I think it might just be unique to that one place.
Oh,
The apartments. Yeah, so we'll chat more. We're going to chat more on our Patreon.
yeah.
So the link is in the episode description. So go follow us on there.
And follow us on Instagram at Doing the MAFS.
Yeah. And anything else to plug?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think that's
If
it.
you're not watching this on YouTube, you can go watch this on YouTube now. There's a link in the episode description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, but you'd rather just have it in your ears, it's anywhere you find your podcasts.
Give us a like and subscribe on YouTube.
Oh, yes, please come and subscribe to our YouTube.
if you feel
brand
like
new.
it, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It really counts. So
It
thank
does.
you so much, guys.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.